Hello everyone and welcome back to Kurejandi as we continue our build on this Nordheim map that's included in the Map Pack 3 Content Creator Pack. Since we met last time, I've spent some time off camera terraforming out around this mountain to flatten out some space that we can use, that we can develop onto. Also spent a little bit of time at the front of the subdivision fixing some of the terraforming issues that we had up here. We had some really bad indentions and we just didn't really respect the topography much up here, so I went back and finished that out. Then what we're going to do in this episode is build a rock wall around this edge here to kind of hide it, and we'll do a little bit of landscaping around there to try to hide this cliff a little bit. We're going to have to add assets to our park over here. It upgraded to level 3, so we need to add some assets to increase its attractiveness so that it can get more people. But the main focus of today's build is going to be in this area over here, where we're going to use the hotels DLC to build out some cabins and a camping area over here. We're also going to use the Mountain Village DLC to include a mountain village over in this area as a hotel. But let's get started here, and let me start building on this rock wall. And as soon as I get that done, I will be right back. So next, let's get some assets built into our park over here so we can start working on leveling it up. It's currently at 563 attractiveness. We got to get that to 720 to get it to the next level. There's only a couple of things that we got access to when we got the upgrade to level 3, and that was a couple of these gazebos. And so we're going to place a couple of these over here. We're going to place one right here and here. And then we're going to place one over here and here. And I do need to build out this path that needs to come down the front, because I want to put another gazebo down here on this other end, closer to this end. We can get this to work out. The electrical line is going to be in my way. I probably should move it, but let's try to go right here. Move this over to here. There we go. And then we can put the gazebos down here at this end right here. Put one here. We'll put one here. So let's check our attractiveness. It is now at, let's open this up, 887. So that'll get us to the next level. We need to get to 5,000 people before we get upgraded to our next level. So let me go over here and put in our infrastructure. For the camping area that we want to build, we'll be using dirt roads to get that real feel about living on the water. So let me get these built in, get a little water run around here, and then we'll get that. We will start to put in some cabins. So let's start looking at putting in some cabins right around here. We're going to use Hotels DLC, and we're going to put some cabins right through here. We're going to space them out a little bit. We may have to come back and readjust these, and I'll tell you why in just a second, but we can build those out here and there. Put one here and put one here and one close to the road, main road. I think so. I think we can do that. Now, these cabins need some type of sightseeing, and we can meet that by using parks. So we're going to slide some parks in here. We may have to readjust these a little bit and spread these out a little bit just to get these parks in here. So let's move this over a bit. And I think we'll put a park in there. And boom, yep, that'll go right there. Over here, we need to spread this one out just a little bit. Here you go. It means we're definitely going to spread the next one out, but let's put a park in here. There we go. And yep, definitely going to have to spread this out a little bit. Actually, I wonder if there's a way that one park can cover all three of these. Oh, let's get one of these narrow parks. Let's get, yeah, that right there. That way, that covers three of those cabins. So three cabins will get credit for having sightseeing with that one park. And I think we still have to have one more park. We have to move this over a little bit, I think, and have one more park in here. And I think we'll have all the cabins covered, and they will all be 100% on the sightseeing. Right there. There we go. Oh yeah, that's going to look good. We're going to get a little electricity run to these guys. Get those icons gone. But at first, we do want to put a little park right here. A small park, and then one thing I do want to do is I'm put playground right there, and just so people have a place for their kids to go play. Okay, I think that's going to all look very well. Let's go and get a little electricity over here. If I can get it right, there we go. And we'll stretch this over here, and that will cure that. And let all those, there you go. Let all the electronic icons go away. Okay. Very good. So let's go check on these real quick. Just make sure. Yep, that's 25 out of 25 on the sightseeing, and all the other ones should just be the same. There we go. That's good. We can crank up the rate to maximum rate since these are 100% attractiveness. So we'll crank those up so we can maximize our income from these cabins. And that's going to help us get to the next level on the hotel DLC, and we'll be able to have even more interesting hotels to look forward to in the future. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is put in some fishing piers and maybe a couple of docks over here just to make this area look a little bit nicer. We're going to run some roads to connect these, but I think these will look good if we put a couple of fishing piers here, right here. And then put one right over here. Yep. And then I think we put them fishing tours, not tours, but a marina, a fishing marina. I think we can put that right here on the front edge over here. There we go. We put that right there. Now what we need to do is run some roads over here to get these things connected up, and then we'll have to run a little water over there because I'm sure that the water isn't going to be connected over here. And my roads just don't want to act straight for me today. I'm struggling with them all day, this whole episode. All right, so run these over here. So I just want to take an opportunity while I'm finishing these up to ask you, if you like what you're seeing and you want to see more of this content, please subscribe to the channel. And if you want to know when we put new content out, just hit that notification bell and you'll get a notification every time we put content out. And then if you really like the channel, I ask the best thing you can do is hit the like button. That really helps the channel out and it gets us more visibility, gets us more popularity, and it's really helps the channel out tremendously. So please, if you get a chance, hit that like button. That does a lot of good for us. So we are now getting this into a point that we're going to put some assets in here, I think. If we have some of these assets over here actually come out of the Mountain Village DLC, but they're just props. So I think we want to put this mountain stage right over here. Yeah, I think that looks good right there. And then we're going to have a picnic area that's going to put right here. And then I think I want to get this open air restaurant right over here. Yeah, let's take this and put this over here. And then we can put, I'm trying to think about, I think we can put a couple of these where is it at? The fire pits. There we go. Oh, yeah. Well, we can put. Yeah, there you go. We can put. There you go. We can put these. We can put these benches out. That's going to give a place for people to sit. Put one right there. And then I think we can still have room to go to do the fire pit. And I think we should put we're gonna put one more here. Let's put one more here. All right, and then let's go up here and we can place a couple of fire pits right up here so people can have a seat and enjoy the view of the forest and of the water. One here and one here. And then we're going to put some trees in here. We're going to put, I don't want the conifer fir. I think I want pine trees. Yeah, let's put some pine trees in here. I think the pine trees would look really good in here. We'll just put these down here, spread them out a little bit, just so we have a little more greenery here and get some scale to the area. I think the pine trees are going to look really good over here. Very good. Yeah, I like those big tall trees there on the edge of that peninsula. Look really good. And we're going to put. Just want to see how that looks real quick. So I can set that up. Maybe that shot right there might be a good thumbnail. Might be using that for the thumbnail right there. Okay, so let's go over here, and now we're actually going to use what's in the Mountain Village DLC, and we're going to get a resort that's going to be put in here right along the lake. Get this lodge here. Here, yep. And then I think that we can still put one more lodge over here. Find something that's a little smaller, maybe single story. Mountain Place. Is that going to fit? That's going to run into that cabin. I think, you know what? Maybe we can put it right there. There we go. It gives us two resorts right there. We'll get that electricity hooked back up real quick. Okay. Take that down and connect that straight up to over here so it's not so ugly. Boom. Put it right there. All right. Oh, we're going to start to connect that up. It's not quite connected, but I think we can cure that in a little bit. With put a parking lot there. All right, that should give us enough electricity to get everything lit back up. Okay, now we're going to zone this out, and we are going to make this a tourism area so that when we put in the zoning, that they'll come in as other hotels. So it'll give it a little bit better tourism area right here called King Heights. And once again, if you have any suggestions on naming things, please let me know. I really don't name a lot of things in the videos, but if somebody has any suggestions, I'm more than happy to name something in the video, whether it's a zoning area, a building, a road, doesn't really matter. So we're going to put this zoning here. And I noticed that we are currently using the high density buildings. In the tourism section, zoning requirements. It doesn't really differentiate between large density and high density and low density. It kind of treats it all the same. So you'll kind of get the same hotels. You'll see later that I'm actually going to come back and change this and call it the uh, nightlife, using the nightlife DLC, because the buildings that came in were like huge. So you'll actually see that I actually go back and change that to the nightlife DLC later in the video. So the next thing I want to do is I want to start building out our specialized industries. So we have some of our industries have already been leveled up to level 3 and level 4, so we can put in some of these specialized factories. This household plastics goods factory is a good place to start. We're going to put it over here in the oil sector. We seem to have some extra space over there. We do have a little bit of money to put these in, and we want to put in these small warehouses that can hold their inputs. So I found that if we put warehouses near these these specialized factories, that they will produce a lot better because we'll get the goods flowing straight over to them. So let's put that one in there. The small house helps. We got to put on fill. We cannot import these. We do have to make these inputs. So we'll be making these in our industries, in our oil and our ore and farming and wood. And so next I want to go to the plastics factory. I'm sorry, the printing press. And we're going to the printing press. We're going to put it right over here. This is a big thing. Okay, and I think based on what we already have there, we only need to add one warehouse, and we'll put it on full. Where we at on money? Got 18,000. So I think that's all we're going to be able to do on that right now. And then we'll come back, and when we get some more money, we'll continue this. And as we're waiting on that, let's put in some roads and get some zoning in this new terraformed area that we have. And so the last thing I want to do building wise today is I want to find a way to get our cargo train station in here, and we need to put it right behind this industrial area over here. But I'm just going to put a little music on. I'm going to let you guys enjoy the build. And before we go today, though, we got a really special treat for you. We're going to take a little spin through Kurejandi in our car and kind of get a flavor of the town just by driving through it. Okay, so enjoy the rest of this build, and I will be back as soon as we get the train place in the station in place and get ready to go to do the car drive. Okay, and that really does it for today's build, but as promised, we want to take you for a little special treat on a drive throughout Kurejandi. I once again want to thank you for joining the channel today and viewing what we have. If you like, once again, if you like what you see, please subscribe to the channel. If you really like it, give us the thumbs up, give us a like. That really helps the channel get more attention. And if you want to know when we put out new content, make sure you hit the notification bell, and you'll get notified when we have new content. Other than that, thank you very much for joining. I will catch you next time. This is Ken with Ken Tays Plays.